Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Hair Gaming. We're here with another video covering our favorite game, Last War. And tonight we're going to talk about how to maximize damage against these wanted bosses that will pop up to be faced multiple times throughout the various weeks. But mostly I want to actually showcase the strength and power of one Mason hero. Now, for me, when I use Mason, when I converted him into a legendary hero during season one, which if you're not there yet, you will have the ability to do that. And I was super, like, just generally underwhelmed by the experience. The reason being is before, now you have the ability in the Alliance stores. You can buy Mason shards, and I had done so, and I had blasted him all the way up to 5 stars, and I had him into the Wall of Honor, and I had just been feeding him in here, and I had a decent, nice little tank hero buff of HP increase and so forth. And then once you level him up to become a legendary hero, his cost per hero shard dramatically increases. He still uses the purple hero shards, but he takes double to level up after you level him up. And I was kind of miffed. I was like, this is definitely not worth. I feel like I feel like he was better served as just a free source for me to throw his shards into to boost his honor level than whatever we were doing before, and I was kind of miffed because I was just like, I lost my bonus. Whatever. Like he wasn't doing anything before, and now he's still not doing anything, but now he's worse. But I think that I was sure to be disproven, and that mostly comes into play when you're doing these code challenges against these large monsters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send off a rally here. I'm going to show you the damage differential that you get from having Mason in your team versus not having Mason in your team. So this is my current team right now. Our power output is about 23 million.6. I've rounded it up to 0.7 because yeah, that's how rounding works. So we're gonna launch this rally, and then we'll see what our damage output is, and I'm gonna throw Mason into our team, and then we'll see what it is after. And this is basically like what for me I think Mason's main value is that he adds to a team. And we'll jump into his character card and we'll view why. So hey guys, if you find that this video is helping you out, you're finding it fun or entertaining or informative, feel free to please drop a comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your alliance, as all that sorts of stuff does help out the channel a whole bunch, and I really appreciate it. But let's get back to it. So once we go into here, like I don't have any particularly like fancy stuff on him. Yes, he is a striker hero, but like I got better strikers who are more deserving of legendary gear. But we jump into here. I haven't like boosted any of his stuff particularly that high anymore because he's like not that important to me. I probably should spend some extra effort into it, but whatever. So for his regular attack, we got nothing special here. He's not going to be doing big major damage. He's a striker hero, so take that with what you will. For his tactics, he's going to increase the amount of physical damage that he's going to deal. This is for his ultimate, his special attack. And then down here for his passive, this is where most of his buff is going to come from. And if you plan to use Mason as a damage booster, this is where you want to put that focus. But this skill here is going to boost your back row tank heroes damage versus monsters, and all of those things are important. So he doesn't boost the front line, he doesn't boost air heroes, he doesn't boost missile heroes, and it's only against monsters. So fortunately, you have a very special niche case where Mason is super duper valuable, and it's against these weekly event challenges or midweek event challenges where you're fighting these large monsters. So when the first attack came through, let's see, we can see the last one that we just did a moment ago. That got us just shy of 1 billion points. So then once we go through again, we're going to go back home. Whoops, we're going to go back home. We're going to change up our team. And instead, we're going to rip out, what's his face? We're going to swap in Here we go. We're going to put him on the front line because we still do want support for our back team. And we're going to throw Mason onto the rear line. Again, Mason boosts tank heroes, that's these guys, the back line, that's this line, and against monsters. So this is the only special case that I think he's super valuable. Like, if you're looking for Mason to provide a big damage boost against, like, enemy players, like, he is not it. I don't think that Mason has... beats out other options for that spot. But for this case, that's where he's going to really pop off. And we're going to send in our team one more time. Now, you note our overall, quote-unquote, attack power is perceived to be lower. That's because Mason, I think I have him at like level 135 instead of 150. And I don't have any fancy gear on him or anything, but the perception is that like this power is lower. But we're going to send it in anyway. And we'll see what's what. So if I'm looking to optimize and get more out of my Mason, what I do want to do is I want to jump in here and I want to just boost this up a little bit more to get some more bang for my buck. And I'll probably do that come Hero Day because I've kind of been neglecting Mason for the reasons that I listed. In every other case, I find that Mason is a very lackluster legendary hero, and where, you know, there's other legendaries who do some heavy work, and outside of this case, Mason's just not it. But now you can see, like, we're quite a bit over 1 billion points with just making this simple change. So I didn't change around any gear, I didn't do any stuff like that, but just throwing Mason on your back line is going to boost everybody who's back there, and you're going to get a much bigger damage increase just by having him around. If for any reason, like if you're in Season 1 or you're in the preseason, like when I can't remember when Mason's shards become available for you to grab from the Alliance store. I don't know. I can't remember if they were always there or if there's a certain point in Season 1 where they become available. I'm going to guess because Violet shards become available in the store, I think I want to say it's during the celebration between Season 1 and Season 2. I can't quite remember. But given that I think that's the case, I'm going to say that Mason's shards probably become available in the shop in Season 1. So once they start becoming available, you definitely do want to grab them. In my opinion, these are just like an easy way for you to just dump points into the honor, what is it called? The little honor banner or whatever it's called up in the top here. Wall of Honor, yeah. For me, this is just easy points for the Wall of Honor because you can get 30 shards every week for those heroes, and like literally all I do is I just buy them for Violet and I just dump them on there. And like this is, you know, just free tank EXP that I'm grabbing. This is free stuff that I'm grabbing for Mason. So that's what I tend to do with them, and I just pour them on there, and slowly but surely they add up to be quite a lot. I should probably use a lot more of these, but I don't know. Analysis paralysis. You figure you have a whole bunch of a resource, you gotta start thinking about how you want to use it, and if you're really sure you want to commit to doing that thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Mason is a really great way for you to increase your overall damage output with your tank team. Again, that constraint is really important. He only boosts the back line, he only boosts tank heroes, and he only boosts them against monster characters. So no boosting against like enemy attackers or other players or anything like that. But yeah, that'll bring this video to a close. You know, Mason, I felt like was a really lackluster kind of character for me as a legendary hero, but this particular use case and being able to boost the overall efficacy of your tank team at the drop of a hat kind of made it like a lot more worth it to me. Not happy about losing out some of those levels in my Wall of Honor, but I'll take this instead. That's fine. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If this video helped you out, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one.